absolutely sorry affair. I mean, Cyprus asked for a bailout 9 months ago, and yet the last week or so has been completely chaotic, as if they'd suddenly been rolled into this situation. The plan, which was initially mooted, was completely unfair. It was technically legal, but it certainly rather arbitrarily hit depositors. And, the final solution that we have now, well, I think there's a big question mark over that. I mean, who's going to trust these deposit guarantees elsewhere in Europe in the future? And,
yep.
You're talking about rolling these deposits from Laiki into Bank of Cyprus. Well, my understanding is none of this bailout cash is actually going into the Bank of Cyprus. Why would you build a shelter only to say, well, actually, we're going to start bombing it in 10 minutes' time?
Markets seem pretty happy about it so far. Yeah. Why does everyone seem so confident, one, that this has resolved this, and two, that there won't be contagion?
Well, I'm not sure it's resolved. I mean, because, of course, the worst possible case scenario was the no deal done over the weekend. There was complete collapse of the entire, Cypriot banking system. They would be forced out of the euro. And, of course, I think contagion in the rest of Europe then would have been almost inevitable. So that, at least for now, seems to have been avoided. So I can understand why markets are rallying. But I don't think anybody comes out of this looking very good at all. And, we have to see what happens in the banking sector in Cyprus, and also the real economy, because you've got to also remember a lot of these deposits which are going to get hit are Cypriot corporates. So that's an immediate impact on their liquidity position.
Are you surprised the ECB hasn't done more?
I'm absolutely appalled by the ECB's actions over the last few days. I mean, that they've done some great work over the last year or so, coming out with some very pragmatic policies, maintaining their independence. But their decision on Thursday morning to effectively put Cyprus under the gun almost guaranteed a run on the banks over the weekend, which, arguably is ongoing. Frankly, if they weren't bowing to political pressure, then the only independence they demonstrated on Thursday was being independently stupid. I know they said that ELA is only available for solvent banks. Well, we've seen a lot of insolvent banks elsewhere in Europe being rolled over on ELA for month after month. That didn't seem to be a problem then. Cyprus obviously is a special case.